Hi guys, I am here with Ingrid.
Hello!
And I'm so excited. You're actually the first person that I'm going to be interviewing for my new show called Talk to Me.
Yay! Yay, I'm excited.
Yes, I've been wanting to have a conversation with you for so long. You've been somebody who's really inspired me in the whole YouTube space. And I mean, you were one of the first people starting like 6 years ago on your channel. And now just seeing how far you've come, it's a huge inspiration to me and to, I'm sure, all of you guys as well. So I just wanted to ask you some questions that just come to mind and have a conversation.
Yeah.
So, okay, how and why did you decide to start your channel?
I started my channel as a way to help myself gain confidence because I'm somebody that's naturally shy and very introverted. And while those things can be separate, for me it was a combination that really held me back from expressing my ideas to people. And I had just started getting into makeup and fashion because I was never really that into it. And I decided, why not combine something that I'm really interested in with something that I'm really afraid of?
Right.
And I just shot a video on my laptop, didn't know how to edit. I really didn't even know completely how my laptop worked
Yeah.
at that point.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
then it just kind of grew from there. Like, people slowly started to find that video and asked me to post more, and I was like, really? Because it was one thing to do it and post it, but it was another thing for people to watch it and realize that people were watching. And it was honestly really scary for me because it felt good to have this weight lift off my shoulders, like I just did something that I was afraid of. But then to realize that people were watching and engaging, I was like, oh my God, this is real.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even imagine because you're like seeing the numbers go up, and on YouTube, obviously, you can see how many people are viewing it. And then you're reading the comments, and these are people that you've never met before.
Yeah.
And you're like, I just did this for fun so randomly, and now it's like you're getting requests for it.
Exactly. And everybody was just so kind, which I think was a big reason why I kept going, because I really enjoyed the process of it because I was learning so much, and I loved talking to people in the comments because people had tips that they were sharing. They would be really encouraging. And then I started meeting other creators that were also making videos, and we would chat, and it was just really fun.
Yeah.
And then I saw these girls like doing hauls and reviews, and I feel like I learned so much just from watching other people.
Right. The message that I try and put out there is that anybody can do it, and everybody has their own different voice, and you need different tips. Like, even if they're talking to you or watching your videos, you even said they leave tips for you that like you might not have picked up before.
Exactly.
So how do you keep getting inspired and getting ideas for your videos? Because you do so much, and you started with just beauty, and now you're expanding.
Well, first, it's hard. I think anything that's creative, you naturally will go through the ups and the downs, and you'll have your creative slumps, and you'll just be sitting there like, oh my God, why can't I think of anything? And it is a challenge to, evolve and let your content evolve with you. And I think my videos have always been a reflection of that current point in my life. And now I just want to experience and see so many different things. And I think that's why my content has become so varied, because I am a multi-dimensional person, and I want to try new things, and I want to see new places and meet new people.
Right. And you said you do want to travel, and then you also said you wanted to do a staycation. So
yeah.
I think that is gonna happen, you guys. Ingrid and I are gonna do a staycation, and to where, we're not gonna tell you quite yet, but we're gonna start planning that. Okay, so I love that you've been using social media and YouTube in particular to put out beauty tips, and now you're expanding into other things, but you also did something really awesome that was very inspiring, and it touched a lot of people, and especially me when I first saw your video. When you came out, I was actually shooting Pretty Little Liars, and I was on set. And me and my co-star Ashley Benson looked at each other and we're like, oh my gosh, and we're watching it, and they're like, guys, come to set. We're like, no. Like, it was unreal, and I just watched your video, and like we were both in tears, but I was just so proud. And we hadn't even met at that point. I didn't even know Ingrid, we'd never met in person, but I was just like, wow, I love that you were using this, because the amount of people that you were helping coming out like that. And it just, how was it for you to finally get that off your chest?
It was a big relief, but also something that was really scary too, because it's like, this is this thing that I'm about to put out there, and I'm really like bearing myself, because I didn't, like, the only cuts that I made in that video were literally me sitting there like sobbing.
Right.
So that video was like very raw, and I think just doing that in general in life is difficult, but then to share it with people that, you know, you've never seen before, that you've never spoken to before, but you feel like you have a connection with, it's scary to put that out there.
Right.
And I never thought that so many people would see the video. I posted that video and kind of just like never looked back, and I immediately went on a trip to Maine as kind of like my full circle, like this meaningful experience for me to kind of have it all come full circle. And I was just getting updates along the way, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What? And one thing that I haven't talked about with the experience, because overall it has been really, really positive. Like, my community has been absolutely awesome. But because so many people have seen it and it got opened up to this wider spectrum, I have noticed something, and this is something that I've only talked about personally, like amongst friends, but I wanted to talk about it with you today because I think that it's something that's important. There are, I think, in comparison to other people who have come out, who are mostly white males, I got a lot more negativity. So while the overwhelming response is positive, there's a larger chunk of negativity and skepticism because I am a woman, because I am a woman that doesn't look like a lesbian.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And there's that criticism, and that was honestly hard for me to deal with. Like, it really, it hurt, but then it also like gave me the strength to realize this is something that I want to stand up for. This is something that I didn't even think about before posting my video, and I want to stand up for this and to let people know that who you love has nothing to do with how you look.
Exactly, and that was something for me too. Playing the character that I do on Pretty Little Liars, it was really interesting to me that a lot of people were like, okay, but why is your wardrobe, I mean, you look like the rest of the girls. I'm like, okay, and should I not? How am I supposed to look?
Exactly.
Because you can't point out the lesbian on the poster? Like, what am I supposed to look like? It's who I love, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And I thought about that a lot when you did your video, because I did read some of those comments, and I'm like, how ignorant for you guys to think that there is a certain typecast of anybody just because of your sexuality. And you know what I really hope for is that in the future, there won't be any more coming out videos.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be so awesome. And for me, on my side, when people ask, like, how is it to kiss a girl? I'm like, are we still asking that question? Do you ask Lucy Hale how it is to kiss Ian? Because you don't. So why is it any different from me? Like,
exactly.
My character's in love with this other girl. That's what it is.
Exactly.
So it's so interesting, but I honestly feel like we are moving in the right direction.
Totally.
And I feel like one day there will not be any more coming out videos on YouTube because there won't even be a need to. It just is what it is. And same thing with me getting asked those questions. But I just want to say that I was so friggin' proud of you.
Thank you.
The amount of lives that you changed by doing that video is like, I don't think you'll ever know. So I was so proud of you. I love that video, and I'm so happy that we
it brought us together.
It did. It did bring us together because we did want to talk about that. I mean, from different sides of it, it was just so interesting to me. But I was really inspired by that video.
Thank you.
So I was so happy, and I'm so happy that you were the first person that I got to talk to in this little segment. And we have a lot more fun videos to come that we are going to be doing on both of our channels. So if you go and check out Ingrid's channel, you can see her doing a little interviewing with me. Are you ready?
Yes, I am so ready.
Okay, good. I hope you got some questions.
I do.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, be sure to check out Ingrid's channel to see the other side of this. And we have some other fun videos coming up. So thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.